tuning in, everybody. This is the San Francisco Fleet Week Parade of Ships, led off by the San Francisco Fire Department, 2 fireboats, as they spray water out of their fire hoses here in the morning sun. You can see rainbows start to appear as they make their way down the bay here, propelled by an incredibly brisk wind, with the first of a handful of U.S. Navy ships in tow. We're out here on the sidewalk next to the St. Francis Yacht Club in the San Francisco Marina. Small crowds gathered here. And there's a program taking place at the Yacht Club for members only. Are over there at the Yacht Club talking about the USS Michael Monsoor, a technologically advanced ship. You can see sailors standing out there on the deck. It's a very high-tech looking ship. Saying hello to the people of San Francisco, all those who are coming to visit for this fleet week. See there, this police boat looks like to be dwarfed in size by the military ship. Fireboats still spraying rainbows across the bay. They're the St. Francis, San Francisco's newest fireboat. Vessels out here on the water to witness the arrival of these sailors and Marines. Later this afternoon, the Blue Angels. Only Fleet Week taking place in the country in 2021. At close in, you can see the sailors out there on the deck. Behind it, another even larger Navy ship. The American flag flying high and proud, that massive radar mast. big Navy gun there on the bow of the ship. Sailors out there, blue uniforms and white hats. Both of them, along with police and fire boats that are escorting them. The California National Guard there. Supported their fellow service members. It's of course very windy out here. Ships are moving along at a very good clip as a result. Here's another ship entering the bay. Scale, pan over here and show you this ship passing in front of Alcatraz. Of course, it is quite a ways in front of the island, but it is it's no small object compared to the rock sitting in the middle of San Francisco Bay. Courtney says, "Thank you for streaming." You're very welcome, Courtney. Thanks for watching. Is passing in front of the Alcatraz cell house and the Alcatraz lighthouse. Other ships in tow. Feet long. Courtney, thank you for sharing that. It's a 600-foot long ship there. By the way, if you scroll back in my social feeds a little ways, you'll find a tour of the USS Tripoli, which is 844 feet long. That is an amphibious assault ship that was here just a few weeks ago. ship from the most powerful military in the world, passing in front of one of the most notorious prisons in the world, Alcatraz. Off in the distance, we see the fireboat continuing to make rainbows in the fierce blowing wind out here in the bay as people stand out there on the Yacht Road Peninsula watching this parade of ships. ZX4W, you're so welcome. Thanks for watching. Over here where we're standing, along Yacht Road, people have set up their camping chairs, they've got their binoculars to watch these mighty ships enter the bay for San Francisco Fleet Week. Third ship out to cross in front of Alcatraz. Apologies for all the wind out here. Some very fierce weather. And some beautiful sunshine too. Ships will be proceeding all the way through the bay, down along the Embarcadero and the waterfront, past the Marina Green, where Blue Angels will be performing their show later this afternoon. Sounds in the background as if the program taking place over here at the Yacht Club is wrapping up. Yeah, Jim, it is Fleet Week. Listen, this is the only Fleet Week taking place in the country this year. there was a question as to whether it was going to happen. And a few weeks ago, the USS Tripoli, amphibious assault carrier that was commissioned in July of 2020, arrived in San Francisco both to commemorate the 20th remembrance of 9/11 and to announce that Fleet Week was a go. The only Fleet Week taking place in the country this year, with the Blue Angels and the parade of ships and all of the other pomp and circumstance. I actually got to take a tour of the USS Tripoli. If you look at my Twitter and Facebook, you can find the link there. It is a fascinating and very large ship. You see some of the traffic on the bay starting to resume as these ships make their way farther toward the Bay Bridge. These ships have spent the last few days docked in San Francisco. We've seen the sailors out at local bars and restaurants and strolling the streets in their blue Navy uniforms. And early this morning, those ships left where they were docked and they went outside the Golden Gate and lined up in preparation to parade through the bay for the eyes of the waiting public. And not only the eyes of the waiting public, but the lenses of the waiting public. We've seen some fantastic telephoto lenses out here this morning. A lot of naval enthusiasts out here photographing these technological marvels. And once again, apologies for how the wind is blowing the camera around. It's pretty fierce today. Ship back here. There. Bringing up the end of that parade. As ferry boats and sailboats begin to make their way back out onto the water, which was unusually calm just before this parade took place. The bay over here usually a hive of activity, especially out here near the yacht clubs on a windy day like today, a sunny, windy day like today. And for a few moments, it was incredibly calm as these ships and their police and fire and National Guard escorts made their way into the bay, past the spectators who will be treated to the Blue Angels Fleet Week Air Show in just a few short hours. But I won't be watching the air show, probably not anyway. I'll be down at the ballpark where the Giants and the Dodgers are facing off in the postseason for the first time, although they are the oldest rivalry in baseball. If you are a Giants fan with a Dodger fan in the house, or if you're a Dodger fan feeling like you're living a little far away from home, I'll be out there with a camera and microphone looking to hear your story. See that incredibly high-tech anti-radar design of that ship as it makes its way past the people standing out there on the Yacht Club Peninsula near the wave organ. ZX4W, that is an excellent question. I have a suspicion that the Blue Angels might show up for a flyover at the baseball game, but that is just a hunch. I have no facts to go on when making that assessment. You're welcome. You're welcome. Excuse me, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Larpad, thank you for commenting. Thank you for watching. Not planning to cover the air show today because I am assigned to cover the Giants game. That doesn't mean I might not be covering the air show at some point this weekend, but I was told that at least for today and likely tomorrow, my priority is the Giants versus the Dodgers. Talking to fans about what it's like to see these two teams together in the postseason, and turning that video around for you all so that you can see it by tomorrow. Always interesting to see what otherwise would look like large boats absolutely dwarfed by these Navy ships. As the ships make their way all the way around San Francisco's waterfront and back to their very secure docking places along the southern Embarcadero, south of the Bay Bridge. Take one more look at the Golden Gate Bridge here just to see what's coming through the Golden Gate now that these three massive ships have entered the bay. What do we have here? Ferry boat. So likely had a very good view of the naval ships as it was coming in. Back over this way before the camera gets splashed. Am I on TikTok? I am on TikTok. My TikTok handle is Watch Bloom TV. WATCH Bloom TV. Watch Bloom TV. Somebody else got to the Bloom TV handle a little bit before me, but maybe one day I'll get it back. Thanks so much. I'll follow you back. Not a whole lot of content on TikTok right now, but I'm working on something. You'll start to see me posting pretty regularly. It's under wraps right now, but you'll hopefully be seeing it pretty soon in the coming weeks. There are the birds. The seagulls out for their morning walk, or their morning fly as it were, before they go out to a fancy dinner at Oracle Park, eating hot dogs and garlic fries, and maybe snatching them right out of the hands of Dodger fans. They have seagulls at Dodger Stadium, do they? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Back and look look over here at what's sailing in front of Alcatraz. U.S. Coast Guard. Whether they are participating in the parade or providing safety for the parade, they are here. Their American flag flying high above the pilot house of their ship, of their boat, I should say. We'll come back and look at this other official boat here. California Guard again. There's a small vessel sailing in front of it. That appears to be all she wrote for the parade of ships, at least over here on the Marina Green area of the bay, as these ships get ready to round the bend, make their way toward a whole other group of spectators down on the Embarcadero. Once again, Coast Guard sailing in front of Alcatraz. Massive ships. There's one of them in its side view and another one being viewed from astern. They make their way past the crowds on the Marina Green and into the waterfront of downtown San Francisco. For us over here on Yacht Road, the crowds are starting to dissipate and get ready for the air show later this afternoon. So we'll say goodbye to everyone here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks for all your comments. Please be sure to follow and subscribe to alerts for live streams. And